Hi, we're Mark and Mel. After raising 4 amazing daughters who are now raising our 12 grandchildren and helping people on land in the real estate business for over 30 years, we're now realizing our goal of a year-long adventure cruising America's Great Loop on our boat Paradise. This is a 6,000-mile journey through waterways that include the Atlantic and Gulf Intercoastal Waterways, Great Lakes, Canadian Heritage Canals, and inland rivers of America's Midwest cities. Join us as we navigate over 100 locks, explore cities large and small, and experience an unforgettable journey through America's Great Loop. We anchored last night, and Karma's Reward came up and rafted to us last night, and we all swung together. So it was a pretty wild, rainy, windy night, but we kept our anchor hold, and now it's calmed down, rain stopped, and it's supposed to be lighter winds tonight. Here comes the sun. Yay!
Over there, there could be good channels on the other side of that red marker. With one engine especially, there's like almost no control of steering on this boat at this low RPM.
Oh, at the, yeah.
Especially with one engine running. With two engine, it's not as bad. See, we're not even in the channel. The channel's between us and that marker over there. It's a narrow channel.
This is narrow.
You just got into 2 feet deeper water moving over here. Well, actually, there's a green marker's way over there. It's definitely shallower over there. See a sign that said resume normal operation?
Can I get you on video?
Sure.
Okay, thank you, John. And you too?
It's a cigar night at
Madeira Beach,
Madeira Beach,
Mhm.
Florida.
Florida. And this is the first time you've had a cigar on the loop.
First cigar on the loop.
All right.
It only took a % away or into it. and John was our leader in our flotilla. Yes, the great leader. It was awesome.
The great leader.
The great leader.
Oh,
Flotilla 12, yes!
What was the character Johnny Carson did on his show, The Great
Oh, Conrack or something? Yeah.
Karnak, Great Karnak
Konak
or
or-
something. So
yeah.
John was like the Great Karnak.
Karnak, yeah. Oh, look at all those birds. How cool is that? Nice. It turned into such a nice day.
Oh, no kidding.
It was cold this morning and windy and rainy. Where's Carmen? But it's nice and warmed up. And the sun came out and it's less windy. That sunset's just beautiful.
Some nice ash right there.
Look at that. Oh my gosh. I'm putting that on. I'm putting that on video out, you know.
No, I brought
There's
it.
some guy paddleboarding down the intercoastal.
Is there?
Burr.
Yeah.
Is there? Where?
Kind of right in front of it.
Honesty. They love honesty. So what do you think so far is the good, bad, and ugly so far through the loop?
The good or the bad?
Yeah,
Let's
what
do
was
the bad?
What was the bad?
It's colder than I thought. I'm
Yeah.
serious. It's colder and rainier than I thought
Yeah.
it would be.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
But I think
That just depends on the year.
that depends on the year. But I think if we would have started, like I said, about a month earlier,
And you started.
we started the
Same-
19th of October.
Oh, you did.
They started in
That's right.
Racine, Wisconsin, which was right up the road from where we started.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't remember that.
It was
just
colder
thought
than
it
I
came
thought
from
too.
Michigan.
That was
Oh.
definitely the bad. What's been the good?
The amount of people that we've met
Yeah.
and the amount of things that we've seen.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
In a little bit of time.
Yeah.
No.
And adventures we've survived. We're gonna have to list that on a separate video. The things we survived in 3 months. Yeah.
That when we were in Hammond Marina and there was 16-foot waves trying to break over the
Break
wall.
Oh my gosh,
Right
yeah.
every line.
And it's like,
the
oh
boat.
boy, we get to go any day now. We get to go.
Oh, by the way, stop for 3 more days.
Yeah, yeah, that was amazing. Yeah, it's pretty amazing.
I don't know if there's really any ugly.
Yeah, no, huh? It's just
I'd say
different.
There isn't an ugly.
There isn't an ugly. There's good. There's maybe
There's good and there's not so good.
not so good.
Look-
That's it.
All you have to do is look out there for some of the good.
Right, right.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, there's good and not so good.
Well,
Yeah.
what did you think was the
I thought
good, the bad, and not so much the ugly?
the same thing. It was colder. It's been colder than I expected. Although I'm very grateful for my daughter's snow jacket. It come in super handy the whole time. It's amazing. I think it's not really. It's like I think variety. The variety is nothing I
Well, I
expected.
think we talked about it. You know, you started in the river system and you got used to that, and then you got down to Mobile Bay, and now there's a whole different thing you got to get used to.
Right.
And not used to in a bad way. It's just
Right.
a different technique of floating down the waterway.
Yeah.
But yeah, big appreciation. I had no clue how much barges move stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Trains, cargo. It's amazing.
Yeah, when we, what was it, the Ohio River, when you turned off the Mississippi to the Ohio River, and there were just
Hundreds.
hundreds of barges on
Yeah.
both sides of the river.
Yeah, that was
We
wild.
staged up to take whatever kind of grain
I don't know if
or
you got pictures of that.
Oh, yeah. Not as many because we were busy dodging.
dodging them, you know.
Dodging the barges.
But yeah, that was amazing. So yeah, it's nice to, and I know we've got different adventures coming up with, I've heard, narrow ways on the Atlantic side. and tides that are up to, what, 4 to 6 feet different?
Some areas where we're gonna have 8-foot tides, I understand.
8-foot tides, yeah.
Some places on the Atlantic side, that's what I think I heard.
Georgia.
One thing that I didn't really realize until I got out here is it's hard. It's actually hard work. I mean, it's harder than I thought. Let me put it that way. Harder than I anticipated. Just all the things you have to deal with and work through,
Right.
from the boat maintenance to the navigation to, it's a lot.
Yeah, a lot more boat repairs and maintenance than I think anybody can imagine, because you're using the boats so much.
That's probably true because we used it, 2 days on the weekend, right, when we were working.
Yeah.
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 So you'd go a whole, well, for us, you'd go a whole summer and you'd have to do one oil change.
Yeah.
Right.
Whereas now we're doing one every month.
Right.
I still have my waste oil from my last oil change. He was what's that? Yeah, ballast. There's a nice spot for it right there in the engine room. It's not really in the way.
It's not going anywhere.
You should have asked Mars. They might have done
I did.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
you
He was going
did?
to charge me for it.
Oh, was he really?
You're gonna find a free
He was
place.
going to charge me a dollar a gallon.
He'll find a free place.
And I go, no. You're going to charge me for it. I'm going to bring it up. But actually, those collapsible containers that you have, I'm going to have them either tomorrow or Saturday at the marina we're going to tomorrow. I saw you using them. I found them on Amazon, put them in our shopping cart, and we've been waiting for a place that we can put in an order and be around to collect it, and have it delivered.
Right.
Because we weren't staying anywhere for sure for any length of
Not
time.
in a big town that you could get them in 2 or 3 days, right?
And I don't know if you've noticed this on Amazon, if you put something in your shopping cart and leave it there for a length of time, when you go back to it, it'll tell you that the prices change sometimes.
Oh.
Sometimes the price is higher, sometimes the price is lower. More often than not, it seems to be higher. But this time, there were like 17 things in our shopping cart that I placed an order for yesterday. And about like at least 5 or 6 of them had price changes, and most of them were lower. And one was $30 less. It was a shore power splitter that I realized I should have. Sea Quarters Marina, we weren't able to plug in with what they had available. They had a pedestal where one side it was completely broken, and how did it work? Oh, and we were backed in, and I couldn't use my 50 amp cord is only 25 feet long, and the only 50 amp 250 plug I have is on my bow, and I was backed in. And I have 250 amps on the back, but only that one 50 amp 250 cord. So I needed a splitter to go from a 50 amp to 230s, which I have. And Frank on Summer Fling, Frank and Mona, he said, "Mark, I got one of those. I'll grab it." So he grabbed it off his boat, brought it down, and he was telling me he ordered it on Amazon, and I looked at the brand and everything and found it, and it was only $140, which was pretty surprising because on West Marine it was $250 or $240, something like that. And then I put it in the shopping cart, and when I went to buy it, it was only $110.
Oh, really?
It had gone down $30.
So
after Christmas.
man, we've given so much money to Amazon and used them so much. I hope we can monetize this channel even a little bit. We do have an Amazon link in the description.
Buy much on Amazon, if you don't have it already, get the Chase Amazon Visa card.
Oh, yes, it is
You get
good.
5% cash back on every single Amazon purchase.
Yep.
We didn't realize that.
Yep.
Last summer after
It's like a billboard along the road that changes.
This is how Florida does their advertising.